Welcome to today's game between the U18 Bage Valley Wildcats and the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. In net tonight for the Wildcats, number 29, Maddox Newman. In net for the Rush, number 33, Bryton Hardy. On offense for the Wildcats, number 17, Braden Kerrigan. Number 22, Nate Betts. And number 72, Morgan Fleming. On defense, number 16, Lucas Arnold. And number 3, Cameron Hickey. On offense for the Rush, Fleming comes in with the shot. Number 89, Cohen McNeil. Number 21, Austin Miller. And number 19, Luke Andrea. On defense, number 22, Angus Huey McLean. And number 4, James Morrison. Puck makes its way to Fleming on the half wall. And he's going to bobble that puck. Miller moves that around the boards. Hickey going after it. He loses it. Arnold up to Betts. Betts to Kerrigan. Kerrigan slaps that out of the zone. Puck dumped into the Wildcats' end. McNeil coming in trying to make a move. Puck knocked away from him. Up to Fletcher. Coming down ice. Nice move. He has it. McIntyre pressuring Fletcher up top to Seaman. Shot tipped and Fletcher scores. Sorry, not Fletcher. Amos Sinclair. Tipped in from the shot from Seaman. 1-0 Wildcats early on in this one. Wildcats take the early lead, 1-0 here. Less than 2 minutes into this one. Off the draw, back to McIntyre. He goes D to D. Puck moved over to McLeod. He sends that up ahead. Puck back over to McIntyre. He trying to move that puck up to Gracie, and he gets stick checked, and he loses that puck, and he puts his hands in the air. He's like, what just happened? Why is this not a penalty? In his own zone, Gracie goes to Lewis. Sorry about the silence. I just had to listen to the goal. Back to Wilson. Seaman with it. Seaman coming down the ice with speed. Toe drag release. Misses. Rebound by Amos Sinclair. Sorry, rebound by Fletcher. Almost finds the back of the net. But no, he didn't. 18-17 left to go here in the first period. Shots 2-0 Wildcats, and they lead 1-0 early on. Off the draw, puck coming around. Max Hanley holds it, catches it, keeps it in. Shot misses the net. Hood going to pick it up. Shot from the point, grabbed by Gerard. He holds on to it. Ozone draw here for the Wildcats. They lose it. Hanley holds the line. Shot on goal comes up into the track off the pads of Hardy. Ozone draw. Off the face-off, Hood to Eric Hanley. Shot hits the post. Now Gerard with it. Another shot comes to Connolly. Connolly trying to cycle it. Puck gets skated out of the zone by McNeil. Hanley going in for the pin. Gerard trying to put that in a good position for Connolly to skate into. McPhee shot. Sorry, dump attempt hits Max Hanley. He mishandles the puck. Hood gets it to Connolly. Shot. Hits a skate. Almost bounces in. Connolly up top to Hanley. Hanley trying to get a shot off. Blocked by Austin Miller. Arnold over to Connolly. Nice move. He dishes it over to Hood. Hood takes it up the outside. Nice play. Still has it. Trying to get that shot off. Doesn't make its way in. Good hit there by Fleming. Hood going for a change. Connolly hits Arnold in the slot. Shot blocked. Comes out of the zone. Hickey comes out with it, and he loses it to McNeil. Luckily, Arnold back to recover. He steals that. McPhee's shot hits some sticks. Stoddard just dumps that in on net, and that's going to be covered up by Hardy. Ozone draw here now for the Wildcats again. And off the draw. Puck up to Arnold. Arnold trying to flick it. Block taken the other way now by Gracie. Nice move, and he scores! Puts that around, and I'm not sure if it is Gracie. It may or may not be Gracie, just because there's no name bar on the back of the jersey. So it could be an AP filling in. So I'm going to have to listen to who scored that goal. But I believe it's Owen Gracie, but it might not be. And that should be an unassisted goal. 1-0 Rush here early on. Sorry, 1-1. Off the draw, puck back to McIntyre. He's going to get it in. Gideon. So 16 appears to be Mitchell Gould, even though he was 37 last night, but I guess things change. So that's a goal for Gould. Puck up top, Wilson, D-to-D over to Seaman. Shot there, goes aside. Gould with it, moves it down low. McIntyre going to pick it up. Battles for it. Gould picks up the puck. Nice move. Taking it. Moves that around. Picked up by Morrison. Sends that ahead. Up to Lewis. Over to Gould. Gould gets pinned in the corner. Lewis coming in to fish it out. He trying to go up to the point. He does get their shot. Rebound. Doesn't find its way in. Gould gets that puck in the half wall now. Gets past him. Fletcher trying to get it out. Jesse Sinclair gets it out. 1-on-1. Sinclair and McPhee. Sinclair fakes the deke. Just goes to the shot. And McPhee nails him into the boards. And that will be a penalty. Holding. So that's going to be a penalty for number 18, Deacon McPhee. 2 minutes for holding. Scoring the first goal of the night for the Wildcats, number 10, Amos Sinclair. For Sinclair, that's his 4th goal, 9th point on the season. Getting the assist, number 55, Jacob Seaman. That will be his 12th assist and 16th point. Also getting the assist, number 8, Nolan Fletcher, for his 14th assist and 25th point on the season. Scoring the first goal of the night for the Rush. Fleming walks in, rips a shot off the crossbar. It's going to be number 37, 16 tonight. Mitchell Gould, that's going to be his 14th goal and 25th point this season. Puck scrambles in front and cleared away by the Rush. Newman leaves that behind his net. Skating into it is Betts. Over to Fleming. Fleming coming in on the outside. To the middle. Gets away from him. Hood stops it. Trying to throw it back over to Fleming. Can't. Fleming. Betts. Oh, nice spin move by Betts. Up to Eric Hanley. Over to Hood. To Betts. Back to Hood. Up top to Betts. Over to Fleming. Down low for Connolly. Trying to go back to Fleming. Ends up having to go up top to Betts. Hood with it all the way across to Fleming. Shot. Misses. Hood going after it. Swats that puck up top. And Betts fans on it. And iced by Andrea. Wildcats going for a change. 35 seconds left on the power play. Kerrigan with it. Coming in. He stops up. Up top to Jesse Sinclair. Back to Kerrigan to Sinclair. Down to Seaman this time. Across for Kerrigan. Up top to Sinclair. Over to Seaman. Back to Sinclair. One-timer. Nice glove save on the play by Hardy. Ten seconds left on the power play here for the Wildcats. It doesn't look like they'll be successful, but a lot can happen in 10 seconds. Off the draw, Kerrigan moves that over to Seaman. 3 seconds left, shot, puck comes behind the net, and that will not be a successful power play. Hanley's shot. Kerrigan with it, up to Hanley. Shot by Hanley comes high. Seaman with it. Puck wrapping around. Sinclair trying to come up to Max Hanley. Puck knocked away from him. Taken out of the zone by the Rush. Big reverse hit there by Sinclair. Fletcher with that puck in the middle. Rebound pops right out to Betts, unable to put that one in. Now Jesse Sinclair with it. Up to Seaman. Seaman makes a move on the blue line, still holding on to it. Sends that over to Hanley, one-timer, and glove save by Hardy. 12 left to play here in this first period, and it's still a 1-1 tie. Shots 12-2 Wildcats. Off the draw. Puck makes its way around. McLean with it. To Betts. He gets hit pretty hard. McNeil holding on to the puck. McNeil up to McLean. Forced to throw it back. Morrison to McNeil. He loses the puck trying to make a move. Stoddart coming in with it. Up top to Arnold. Back down low for Stoddart. And puck almost hits the netting, but doesn't, but we blow the whistle anyway. Ozone draw here for the Wildcats. Off the draw, puck coming around the net. Gould with it, trying to get it out of the zone. Arnold holds it in, wrapping it around again. Grabbed down low by McLeod. He passes that up to Gould, who tries to go in between Arnold and Hickey. Hood makes that play back to Hanley, then up to Connolly. And they lose the puck and it comes down to the zone. Puck over to Hanley. Hanley flicks it in. Arnold going after it. Coming around the zone. Grabbed now by Hood. Hood up top to Hanley. Hanley playing defense. Gould gets it. Over to Lewis. Lewis enters the zone. Dishes that over to the side. Gideon loses the puck. Betts racing with it the other way. Rips a shot. And Hardy has it somewhere. He just holds on. And we got 10-11 left to go here in the first period. Off the draw. Puck coming around the zone. Out of the zone. Grabbed by McIntyre. Across to Morrison. Over to Heb. And no ice on goal. Newman just passed that up to Max Hanley, who goes over to Betts. Someone gets hit from behind. No call. Rush coach not happy. Puck over to Gerard. Gerard over to Fleming. Fleming coming with it. Taking it the other way. Nice move. Trying to drive it to the house. Knocked over. McIntyre picks up that loose puck. He moves that to Guthrow. Back to him. Slips past the hit. Still going after it. Now head from the point. Shot. Rebound sitting there. Newman. Good initial save. Good secondary save. Now Jesse Sinclair wheeling it the other way. Coming in. Dodges the hit to Fletcher in the middle. Shot. Someone loses the net guard. Wilson on it. Drops it back. Jesse Sinclair. Over to Fletcher. Back up top to Jesse Sinclair. Lets one rip. Shot blocked. Rebound. Amos Sinclair almost finds it. Seaman holds the line. Trying to pass it to the middle. Picked off. Rush just throw that puck to open ice. Hoping that one of their players will skate into it. Seaman with it. Up to Jesse Sinclair. Trying to get that to Amos Sinclair. Up to Jesse Sinclair again. Putting it down low. Good reverse hit. Now Fletcher on it. Moves that up to Jacob Seaman. Over to Wilson. Shot misses. Over to Fletcher. Shot misses. Up to Wilson. Puts that down low. Jesse Sinclair to Fletcher. To Wilson. Amos Sinclair loses his stick, but he's still standing in front for traffic. Fletcher up top to Jacob Seaman. He gets hit pretty hard, but he manages to keep the puck in the zone. Now picked up by McLeod with speed. He's going to go glass and out. Seaman stops it. He puts it low. Puck let out by Hardy at the insistence of his coach. Pass up the middle. Blocked halfway by Stoddard, but McNeil still picks it up coming down. Drop pass. Good attempt there. Knocked away. Connolly off to the races. Drops it for Hood. Shot. Nice save on the play. Stoddard has to change. He lost his net guard. Hood steals that puck. Coming down the side. Getting hacks. Loses it. Held in by Eric Hanley. Trying to move that down low for Hood. Hood gets it low, looking for Connolly or someone in front. Up to Connolly, shot, nice save. Rebound squirts out. Trying to go boards and out there the rush. Hood with it. Coming down the side. Puck comes into a loose area. Gideon just goes glassing out and it's going to hit someone in the bench. And we're going to have our TV timeout. 6:25 left to go in the first period. You're about to see an ad. That's Some Good.
Today's game is fueled by Some Good, the clean, natural hydration shots trusted by athletes across Atlantic Canada. Packed with unfiltered apple cider, electrolytes, and no artificial junk, Some Good keeps you hydrated the right way, whether you're on the ice, in the gym, or cheering from the stands. It tastes unreal, it's good for you, and it supports local. Grab a Some Good and feel the difference. Hydration made simple, performance made better.
Shot just misses. Now Seaman with it. Battling. Amos Sinclair. He has it. He loses it. Seaman trying to push that down low for Fletcher. Puck sent ahead to McNeil. He tips it. Puck comes into the zone. He grabs it behind the net. Nice toe drag. Still has it. Controlling it on the outside. Loses it. Connolly taking it the other way. And McNeil, big hit there on Connolly. Puck makes its way to Eric Hanley. Shot. Can't quite get it in. 3 minutes left to play in the first period. Score 1-1. Shots 18-5. 18-5 for the Wildcats. Off the draw, ozone draw for the Wildcats. Hood shot, easy glove save there. Yeah, easy glove save for Hardy. Off the draw, McPhee slaps it around the boards. McNeil gets it, trying to bump it to the middle. Good stick by Hood to knock it down. But unfortunately, Connolly cannot clear the blue line in time. Offside at 2:53 left to go in the first period. Off the draw, Wildcats win it back, but they try to get too cute with it, and the puck ends up hitting the netting. Off the draw, puck moved ahead. McPhee gets it down, comes to Hanley. Puck sent over to Gerard. Gerard to Fleming. Up to Stoddard. Trying to cut to the middle. Kerrigan with the rebound, thrown away by the rush. Hanley's shot misses the net there. Stoddard on it quick, moves it back down low. Fleming gonna get there first. Nope, knocked away from him. He's still going after it. Miller moves it down low. Stopped there by Newman. Hanley over to Gerard. Stoddard with it now. Nice move. He has a breakaway now. Stoddard shot. Oh, good save there by Hardy. Kerrigan moves it up to Max Hanley. Holds the line. Move. Poked away from him. Comes right to Fletcher. Shot. Nice save by Hardy. 1:40 left in the first. Go. Off the draw, puck up to Jesse Sinclair. And now he passes it to the linesman. Linesman dishes it back to Betts, and the rush take it. Wilson puts that puck in. McIntyre, D to D. Pass up to Gideon, doesn't get out. Seaman shot. Rebound grab there by Jesse Sinclair. Now Gould makes it past Wilson, coming in on Seaman. Moving it to the middle, knocked away. Taking it the other way now. Puck thrown over. McIntyre with it. Seaman racing back. Puck grab by Betts. Betts trying to get that to Jesse Sinclair. Puck comes to him. Over to Fletcher. Shot. Puts it high. Second chance. Almost gets that in. Jesse Sinclair gets it knocked away from him. Gould coming the other way. Breakaway. Arnold, good back check. Shot. Nice save by Newman. So getting a penalty, 23 seconds left in the period, is going to be number 23, Jesse Sinclair. 2 minutes for something. Nope, sorry, not him. Getting the penalty, number 20, kidding, is number 8, Nolan Fletcher. And Hood gets that down. Stoddard racing after it, 15 seconds left. Forces a D-zone draw here for the Rush. Good play there by Hood and Stoddard. Off the draw, Hood with it. Sauces it over to Arnold, bounces over a stick. 8 seconds left, over to Hickey. 6 seconds. Are the Wildcats going to try and be offensive? No, they're not. They're just going to dump it in. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds, and that's the end of the first period. So far after one, tie 1-1. Shots 23-7 Wildcats, who are going to be penalty killing for the next minute 37 at the beginning of the second period, which is in 10 to 15 minutes. Welcome back to the second period of the game to the U18 major Bage Valley Wildcats and the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. So far, after one, Wildcats and Rush tied 1-1 with the Wildcats leading in shots. Here are the Wildcats coming. Betts scores with a pass from Hood, short-handed. Hood dumps that puck down. Like I was saying, it was 1-1. Now it's 2-1 Wildcats. Shots 24-7. Wildcats penalty killing right now. So that's a short-handed goal for the Wildcats. Making his way down the side. McLeod stops up. Puck iced. Hood going for it. Hardy out of his net to play it. Moves that up to McNeil. Hood taking it, going to the bench, and Betts poke checks it away from McNeil. Up to Jesse Sinclair. Toe drag release, he scores! And the Wildcats get two shorthanded goals to start off the second period. And this is a great start. Off the draw, Rush take it behind their own net. Now losing 3-1. Morrison coming up with it. Gets the red line, dumps it in. Newman stops it behind his net, over to Seaman. Seaman to Wilson. Wilson to Seaman. He goes around and gets all the way around. Grabs now by McLean. Picked up by Morrison. Morrison with it. Up to Lewis. Lewis to Seaman. Seaman up to Fletcher. Fletcher, backdoor over to Connolly, and Connolly goes into the net. And Connolly gets a goalie interference. Well, Wildcats back on the penalty kill. Off the draw, puck up to the top for McNeil. Shot blocked. Fletcher trying to get it out. McNeil carrying it out of the zone. Trying to move that over to Miller. Miller, give and go. Moves it over to Dunn, and Wilson's going to steal it. Wilson D-to-D with Seaman. Battling for the puck. Gould trying to keep it in, comes to McNeil. McNeil trying to go back over to Gould, and that puck sent down the ice. Quick pass up to McNeil, cuts back, good pressure from Eric Hanley. Moves that across to Gould. Gould puts it down low, going after it. Betts moves that puck out of the zone and forced to regroup. Puck still making its way down ice. Straw for McNeil. Sorry, I'm just listening to who's got it and everything. That's why I was in a little quiet. Done with it now. Trying to pass it across. McNeil. Back to Dunn. Down low. Back up to Dunn. Back down low to Andrea. To Lewis. Trying to get it back. Andrea. Trying to go back to Lewis. Andrea gets it. Coming around the net with it. And sent down the ice by Betts. 16-10 left to go in this one. And Lewis up ahead to McNeil. Over to McLeod. McLeod. Shot. Misses. Skipped over Lewis's stick. Sinclair. Breakaway with Fleming. Backdoor tap in and Fleming scores. So, scoring the second goal tonight for the Wildcats, number 22, Nate Betts. For Betts, that's his third goal of the season, 8th point, getting the assist, number 21, Hunter Hood for Hood. That's his 14th assist and 22nd points on the season, getting this third goal tonight for the Wildcats. Number 23, Jesse Sinclair, 16th assist. Sorry, he got the goal, so that's his 11th goal on the season, 26th point. Getting the assist is number 22, Nate Betts. For Betts, that's going to be a 6th assist and 9th point on the season. Scoring the 4th goal tonight for the Wildcats, number 72, Morgan Fleming. For Fleming, that's going to be his 12th goal in the season and 21st point on the season. Getting the assist, number 23, Justin Sinclair. That's going to be his 16th assist on the season and 27th point. Wildcats now leading 4-1 with the shots being 29-7. Puck back to Gerard. Gerard moves it up to Hanley. And puck finds its way into the Wildcats bench, giving them another penalty. But at this point, the Wildcats, they should be asking for penalties. They have 3 shorthanded goals this period. If I was them, I'd just take another one and score another goal. Wildcats down another man. Going to serve, it's going to be number 72, Morgan Fleming. A bench minor for too many men. Off the draw. Off the draw, puck up to Arnold. Arnold gets it down into the zone. Wildcats going to chase it. Never mind, covered up by Hardy. Off the draw, Wildcats in the O zone. Puck, head moves that down low for Morrison. Hood steals it in front for Stoddard. Good try. Stoddard trying to take that puck. Hebb steals it from him. Gets around Arnold. Good back check from Hood. And Hood's going to stick check Hebb and fire it down the ice. He's off for a change. Morrison on it. Going after it. Sent ahead for Lewis. Lewis. Sent to the middle. McPherson over to Morrison. Shot. Puck up to Jesse Sinclair. Coming the other way. Pushed ahead. And sent around the ice. Seaman grabs it. Seaman moves it down low. Comes out. Grabbed now by McNeil. McNeil making his way down the ice, takes it to the outside, stops up. Shot, puts it high. Gould holds the line. Move down low, over to McNeil. McNeil back across for Gould, skips away from him. Nice fake by Gould. Trying to come in with it. Knocked away by Jesse Sinclair, and Gould gonna get there first. Morrison with it now. To McNeil. McNeil moves it ahead, tipped down low. Wilson got it. Up to Jesse Sinclair. Puck sent down low again. Oh, and this time it's going to be an icing because the Wildcats penalty kill expired. Off the draw. Seaman puts it behind the net. Puck sent in front, and good job by Fleming to pick off that pass. It's coming the other way. Makes a move, cuts to the middle, shot, he scores. That's a goal for number 72, Morgan Fleming. I don't even know if it has an assist. 12:33 left to go here in the second period. Off the draw. Puck back for Fletcher. Comes up, grabbed by Seaman now. Seaman trying to move it over to Fleming. Puck comes down low. And nice skate there by Betts. Betts slides it for Fletcher. Shot by Fletcher, going for that rebound. Fleming gets it down low. Battle for it. Fletcher going after it. McIntyre comes in, steals it. Trying to move that ahead. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to listen to who got assisted the goal. Puck slid down low by Betts. Steven coming in to pick up the rebound. Trying to send it in front. Now Morrison just slowly skating it out. Up to McNeil. McNeil goes for the in between the legs. Morrison with it. Sent ahead for Heb. Heb puts it down low for Miller, and puck lost. Seaman up to Hanley. Hanley coming in with it. Hanley, Connolly loses it. Goes the other way now. McNeil shot, hits a stick and goes up into the scoreboard. So scoring the second goal of the night. For the fifth goal for the Wildcats, number 72, Morgan Fleming. For Fleming, that's going to be his 13th goal and 22nd point. Getting the assist is going to be number 8 for his second assist of the game, Nolan Fletcher. For Fletcher, that will be his 15th assist of the season and 26th point. Also getting the assist for his second assist of the game, number 55, Jacob Seaman. And for Seaman, that's going to be his 13th assist of the season and 17th point. Max Hanley moves that up to Kerrigan, to Fleming. Stoddard going in with it. That puck banged off the boards, coming out of the zone. Max Hanley chips it up and along. Puck comes back to Max Hanley. Over to Gerard. Gerard with it. Sent ahead by Kerrigan. Fleming picks it up. Fleming trying to get a shot off there. Puck comes off the glass and out. Shot by another shot. Kerrigan trying to hit it back at the net. And that's going to be covered up by Hardy. Ozone draw here for the Wildcats. Exactly 10 minutes left in the second period. Where's the TV timeout? I don't know. You just missed an ad, though. That was some good. And Gould breaking through with that puck. Over to McIntyre. Shot. Hit pretty hard on the boards there by Hickey. Gould picks up the loose puck. Gould up top. Shot. Tip. Lewis going after it. Newman's going to cover it up. And Hickey and McIntyre tied up. And our TV timeout is called, so we'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Today's game is fueled by Some Good, the clean, natural hydration shots trusted by athletes across Atlantic Canada. Packed with unfiltered apple cider, electrolytes, and no artificial junk, Some Good keeps you hydrated the right way, whether you're on the ice, in the gym, or cheering from the stands. It tastes unreal, it's good for you, and it supports local. Grab a Some Good and feel the difference. Hydration made simple, performance made better.
And off the draw, Lewis trying to get a shot off, Dunn with it, up to the point, back to Dunn, trying to send it across, and Jesse Sinclair cannot get it out. Lewis puts it back in. Arnold moves that around. McIntyre stops it near the red line. He's an opposite corner dunk. I don't know why Gould would touch that. That was obviously offside. 9:14 left to go here in the second period. Shots right now 34-9 for Wildcats, who are now leading 5-1. And off the draw, Gould with it. Gould up to Dunn. Dunn has it. Passes it over. Gould going after it. Puck comes back. Wilson on it. Wilson cuts back. Controlling it. Bumped ahead for Connolly. Hood going after it. Wilson grabs it now. Wilson up to Connolly. Back down to Seaman. And a delayed penalty on the play against the Rush. Betts trying to get that puck, but Connolly going after Gould, and Gould dodges Connolly's hit, ducks and rolls, takes Connolly down, and Isaac Connolly no longer has a helmet. So we're just gonna wait to see what the deliberating refs are gonna do. We'll be back in a little bit. We're back, and it looks like, the Rush are down a man. Connolly getting a penalty for fighting, along with Mitchell Gould, but getting a penalty. Oh, 1 second, shot by Arnold misses. Getting a penalty is going to be also getting 2 penalties. It's going to be number 16, Mitchell Gould. Someone's coming in to serve. And shot, nice save on the play by Hardy. 8:06 left to go here in the second period. 1:42 left. 1:42 left on the penalty. 5-1 game, shots 35-9. All the stuff, just running through it. And off the draw, Stoddard wins it to Arnold, to Hickey. Over to Gerard. Shot. Almost finds its way in, goes just high. Amos Sinclair with it. Amos Sinclair to Arnold. Across to Gerard. Gerard over to Hickey. Hickey to Gerard. Shot. Hickey with it. Coming in, loses the puck. Stoddard recovers, grabbed now by Hickey. Hickey wraps it around. Gerard with it. Shot from Gerard just misses. Grabbed now by Stoddard. Arnold throws that up top for Eric Hanley, who loses the puck, and then that's a breakout for the Rush. Hickey rushing back. Gets it up to Arnold. Arnold skating it in down the right side. Shot. Puck over to Betts. Betts to Fleming. Fleming over to Betts. Back to Fleming. Shot just misses. Comes to Betts again. Down low for Hanley. Hanley up to Betts. Betts with the shot. Trying to get a shot on Hood. Hood with it. Shot and then glove saved by Hardy. Off the draw. Puck coming around the ice. Guthrow trying to get it out. Kerrigan high sticks it. The Wildcats wait for the Rush to touch it. And that's going to hit someone's hand in the bench, I believe. We got 5:53 left to go here in the second period. Shots right now, 36-9 for your Valley Wildcats. Off the draw, puck comes back and sent ahead there by McLeod. McNeil going in after it, finishes its hit on Wilson. Puck comes to Kerrigan, Kerrigan to Seaman. Seaman coming the other way. Barely on, nope. They're onside, but then they're somehow offside. Even though Seaman didn't take the puck over the blue line, they were right the first. Okay. Funny world, funny world. Off the draw. Fletcher knocks that puck away. McNeil, quick to recover, just throws it towards the Wildcats defense. Hanley up to Fletcher. He knocks that into the zone. Over to Jesse Sinclair, puts it over the net, trying to loft it up. Puck sent down low. Amos Sinclair on it, loses it. Grabbed now by Morrison. Jesse Sinclair picks it off. I'll talk to Gerard. Gerard back down low. Grabbed now by Fletcher. In front for Amos Sinclair. Shot. Nice save by Hardy. .450 left to go here in this one. Off the draw, shot from Fleming. Rebound cleared away. Shot from Gerard. McPhee trying to get that puck out. This time slapped around by McLean, and it's going to go into the netting. Off the draw. Puck coming around the boards. Shot by Hanley. Hood puts it down low. Fleming grabs it. Grabbed now by Betts. Betts to Gerard. Rebound. Hood getting in there trying to find it. And now Lewis skating away with it. Trying to enter the O zone. He's forced to dump it. Max Hanley trying to wheel it up the wall. Gideon thought he poked it past him, but Hanley stopped it up. Puck's over to Gideon. Gideon is going to lose it. Hood moves that ahead. Over to Betts. Fleming with it. Fleming over to Betts. Shot. And good hit there by Betts now. Dropped. Lewis with the shot. Rebound. Fleming picks it up. Kerrigan to Stoddard. Stoddard back to Kerrigan. Shot that's going to miss the net. Kerrigan gets it again. Looking for a goal here. Puck moved ahead. Eric Hanley takes it center ice. Over to Kerrigan. Can't get that pass. Now it's coming the other way. Shot there by Heb. Nice move by Arnold behind the net. Up to Eric Hanley. Back to Arnold. He's wheeling with it. Cuts the middle. Rips a shot. Hardy directs that aside. Battle down low for the puck. Andrea gets it. Forced to dump it over. Grabbed now by Morrison. Sent up and over. Puck coming the other way. Stoddard going with it. Grabbed now by Sinclair. Sinclair sends that around. McLean has it. McLean glass it out, and Fletcher stops it. Fletcher scores? No, he does. It hits the post. Puck stays out. Good save there by Hardy. And somehow, after 4 shots, the shot counter is still the same. Puck put ahead, almost put into the own net, one of the rush, and a penalty here. And this is going to be a penalty here for number 16, Lucas Arnold. 2 minutes for slashing. And with 1:42 left in this game, in this period, Arnold takes the slashing. So he's going to, unless the rush score, Arnold's going to be in the box at the start of the next period as well. off the draw, up top for McNeil, down to the side, Dunn to Gould, Dunn up to McNeil, shot, rebound. Miller to Gould, down low to Dunn, shot, Newman saves it, rebound covered.
Losing time to Wildcats. 2 minutes for slashing. Fouling penalty. 18 minutes, 8 seconds.
A minute 21 left to go in the period here. A minute 39 left on the power play for the Rush. And now off the draw, McNeil with it. McNeil goes back to Gould. Gould with the shot. Good try there by Gould. Grab now. McNeil over to Gould. Down low. Back over to Gould. Looking for McNeil. Goes to Dunn. Dunn. He's going to see McNeil for a one-timer. Over to McNeil. In his skates. Can't one-time it. Forced to move down to Morrison. To Gould. To McNeil. Rips a shot. Rebound. Pops up in the air. Stoddard gloves it down. Trying to get it out of the zone. And yes, he will. Hardy behind his net to stop it. We got 41 seconds left. Puck up to McNeil. Skipped past him. Wilson on it. Trying to get that puck down. And Wildcats trying to get it out. Fletcher carrying it now. He has Connolly with him. Fletcher coming down the side. Left side. Fletcher to Connolly in the middle. Picked up by Morrison. Morrison coming the other way. Move that up to McNeil. McNeil soaring down the ice. Shot! And it's the scoreboard. And we got a little bit of some communication between Wilson and Gould. They're like, yeah, They're probably saying, yeah, you're so good. No, you're better, you know? That kind of, just giving each other compliments out there probably. And we got 13 seconds left in the period. And off the draw, McPhee holds the line. Shot. Nice save there by Meaden. Lewis. Over to McLeod. Puck coming around. And that will be all so far after 5-1 Wildcats. Wildcats out shooting the Rush 43-14, and we'll be back with the third period in 10 to 15 minutes where the Wildcats are going to have to kill 18 seconds of a power play. Welcome back to the third period of the game between the U18 Major Bage Valley Wildcats and the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Put in front, Amos Sinclair with the shot. So far after two, Wildcats leading 5-1, killing a penalty now, but it's about to expire. So we're even strength. Shots right now, 44-14. McNeil brings that back in his own zone. Chips that ahead for Andrea. Taken from him by Fletcher. Amos Sinclair over to Jesse Sinclair. Shot goes high. Arnold shot off the post. Now Amos Sinclair with it. Up to the point. Arnold. Across. Put down low. Jesse Sinclair. Good try. Put in front by Fletcher. Puck comes out. And ref blows the whistle anyway. 19:01 left to go here in the first period. Off the draw. Puck swatted around the net. Coming the other way. McIntyre with it. Gets the red line. Trying to dump it in. Grabbed now by Gerard. And I don't know why they blew the whistle, but they did. Off the draw. Puck coming around. Battling for the puck. Battles for it. Comes free. Grabbed now by Gerard. Gerard with it. Coming down and around. McIntyre on it now. Hood trying to poke it up for Hanley. Gould makes a move. Hanley to Eric Hanley. Coming the other way. Puck sent ahead. Hood going after it. Now Gould with it. Makes the move and knocked away from Seaman on it. Seaman to Connolly. Connolly over to Hood. Hood coming the other way. Shot from him and caught in the chest of Hardy. 17:46 left to go here in this one. O-zone draw here. Kerrigan up to Seaman. Back to Kerrigan. Over to Wilson. Shot taped wide by Betts. Puck bounced to the middle. Seaman trying to hold it in. Can't. Puck is past him. Dunn racing with it. Shot from Dunn. Nice save by Newman. Wilson with it over to Fleming. Fleming gets around Guthrow. Coming in. Toe drag release. Shot comes high. Trying to set it in front. Fleming with it. Trying to put it back door. That puck flicked out of the zone. Wilson on it. Wilson over to Seaman. Seaman with it. To Wilson. Wilson trying to get back to Seaman. Sinclair coming in with it. Fletcher grabs it. Shot from Fletcher. Rebound pops out. And glass and out she goes. Wilson with it to Arnold. Arnold coming up to Sinclair. Put up top. Hickey moves that down low for Sinclair. Hickey coming back for it. And he's tripped up. It's going to be a penalty. 16-18 left to go here in the third period. Going to the box here is going to be number 18, Deacon McPhee. 2 minutes for tripping. Ozone draw for the Wildcats on the power play now. Hickey to Arnold. Arnold across to Gerard. Toe drag shot. Can't quite find its way in. Good try there. 16:09 left to go in the third. Off the draw. Amos Sinclair down low. Stoddard up top to Arnold. Arnold to Gerard to Hickey. Back to Gerard. Gerard to Arnold. Back to Amos Sinclair over to Hickey. Puck comes out of the zone. .120 left on the power play for the Wildcats. Gerard skating with it. Coming down the ice. Moves that over to Hanley. He's coming with it up top to Arnold. Arnold with the shot. Just misses. Fletcher with it now to Arnold. Arnold back to Fletcher. Shot. That puck coming around up top for Sinclair. Sinclair over to Arnold. Slap shot. Hits a stick. Goes into the corner. And the Rush are going to ice this puck. 30 seconds left on the power play here for the Wildcats. Seaman with it. Skating down to ice. He has it, taking it to the left side. Seaman moves that over to Sinclair. Sinclair sends that down low. Seaman to Kerrigan, back to Seaman. Shot from Seaman, and that puck is going to be covered up by Hardy. 14-16 left to go in the third period. Even strength now. Wildcats still leading by 4 with a 5-1. And off the draw, puck comes out of the zone. Seaman trying to get it back in the zone to Connolly. Connolly passes it up to Hanley at the point. Slap shot goes so high, so wide. Just not at the net, really. And that's going to be a breakout for the Rush. Hanley back to Seaman. Seaman with it, cutting back. Another cut back. Seaman still has it. To Hood. Hood makes a move with it, but he can't hold on to it. Andrea moves that up the boards. Eric Hanley picks it up. Over to Connolly. Connolly wraps it around. Hood pretends to grab it. Leaves it for Gerard. Over to Wilson. Down low for Connolly. And he's going to lose it. Andrea coming in to pick up the loose puck. Connolly gets it down low. And puck comes to the middle. And does not count as a goal. And Hood knocked over here by McNeil. Doesn't look like there's going to be any penalties here. 13:08 left to go in the third period. Shots are now 52-15 for the Wildcats. Off the draw, puck up to Wilson. Wilson over to Gerard. Gerard to Fleming. Fleming. Down low to Stoddard. To Fleming. Back to Stoddard, try and throw it in front for Betts. Breakout Gould with it. Sends that across. Entering the zone now are the Rush. And taken away by Gerard. And a head contact penalty on the play. Go to the box for the Wildcats, number 12, Jeremy Wilson, 2 minutes head contact. Off the draw, puck up top, cutting back. McNeil, puck comes over to Gould. His shot goes high. McNeil back in his own zone to pick it up. McNeil to Gould, coming the other way, wheels it in, stops up, hard stop. Puck comes up top. Gould gets it back. And Amos Sinclair knocks it past, wheeling after it. Bumps it ahead for Stoddard all alone. And nice save on the play by Hardy. Grabbed now by McNeil. McNeil on it. Coming down. Someone tripped up here. Puck down low now. McNeil going after it. And that puck sent out of the Wildcat end. Rush going back to get it. 50 seconds left. Done. Bad pass. Sinclair picks it off. Jesse Sinclair coming around with it, and he gets hit, and he loses possession of that puck. Over now to Arnold. Arnold with it. Comes back over to Jesse Sinclair. Shot. Puck comes into the corner. Battle for it. Puck sent over by Rush. And Arnold knocks it away from Morrison. Trying to cut to the middle here. There's going to be a penalty. Arnold and Gould going after it. Now Morrison coming in to help. It's a 2-on-1. Arnold going after it here with Gould. Arnold goes into the box here for fighting. So does Gould. Also going to the box, number 4, James Morrison. So the Wildcats should come out with this with a power play. Arnold leaving the ice. And Gould asked to do the same thing. 10:42 left to go here in the game, and we had a little stoppage. I think the Wildcats are going to come out of this with a penalty. I mean, a power play, sorry. So the Wildcats will come as a power play from this. We got 3 seconds of 4-on-4. Now Wildcats on the power play. Up top for Hickey. Hickey over to Gerard. Gerard trying to go down to Amos Sinclair. Picked off by McNeil. He's skating it the other way. He's going to cut back, come back into his own zone. Another cutback, still with it. Gets around Stoddard, and now he's going to dump it down the ice. Hickey grabs it, up to Amos Sinclair. Sinclair controlling it, dishing it over to Gerard. Gerard with it to Wilson. Wilson up top to Gerard, shot. Puck over to Hickey, battle, puck coming in tight. And a little scrum developing, 1:07 left on the power play here. And we have our TV timeout. Time for an ad that is Some Good.
Today's game is fueled by Some Good, the clean, natural hydration shots trusted by athletes across Atlantic Canada. Packed with unfiltered apple cider, electrolytes, and no artificial junk, Some Good keeps you hydrated the right way, whether you're on the ice, in the gym, or cheering from the stands. It tastes unreal, it's good for you, and it supports local. Grab a Some Good and feel the difference. Hydration made simple, performance made better.
We're back here after the TV timeout. Under 10 minutes left in this one. Wildcats, possession of it in the O-zone. Shot from Gerard. Rebound. Puck comes out. Gerard with it now. Up to Wilson. Wilson coming down with it. Over to Gerard. Gerard trying to feed it low. Wilson up top to Hickey, back over to Wilson. Shot. Now comes to Gerard. Gerard with it. To Hickey. Over to Gerard. Shot. And that puck comes up into the netting. 9 minutes left to go here in this one. A zone draw for the Wildcats again. Exactly 9 minutes left to play. Off the draw. Connolly trying to move it to Seaman. Seaman loses control of it. Lewis takes it back in his own end. Eric Hanley blocks the dump attempt, but then McPhee gets it down most of the ice. Hood stops it up over to Seaman. Seaman looping it around, trying to get it to Connolly. Connolly to Hanley. Hanley to Hood. Back over to Hanley. Toe drag down low for Hood. Shot. Hood bounces it over the net to Connolly, and a high stick called. That was a good play there by Hood and Connolly. Almost got it in. Good save by Hardy. .8:26 left to play here in this third period. Shots are now 56-16 for the Wildcats. Off the draw, Dunn gets it. He moves that puck up. Picked off by the Wildcats. Hanley over to Seaman. Seaman to Hanley to Betts. Back over to Fleming. Fleming makes its way up top. Sent over to Hanley. Shot. Kerrigan going for the tip. Battle for it low. Rush attacking the zone. Shot on Seaman. Blocked. Now Fleming with it. Fleming over to Seaman. Seaman gets it out of the zone. No ice. It's tipped. Betts racing after it. Puck up to Dunn. Dunn over to Guthrow. Guthrow to Dunn. Sliding it back to Guthrow. He gets his stick knocked out of his hands. Gerard up to Amos Sinclair. Backdoor, Amos Sinclair, good try. Jesse Sinclair to Gerard. Slides it down to Amos Sinclair. Hardy sprawling across to make the save. Good attempt there. 7 minutes left to play in this one. Shots right now 58-16 in favor of the Wildcats. Off the draw, Gerard with it, trying to move it down. Good job by Gerard. Up to McNeil, McNeil with it. Trying to get that shot off, nice save by Newman. Wheeling it now, Stoddard gaining speed, taking it down the right side. He's knocked over and a penalty called on the rush. Go to the box here. It's going to be number 89, Cahoe McNeil. 2 minutes for holding. Off the draw. Puck comes to Gerard. Gerard to Wilson. Wilson with it. Over to Gerard. Shot. And A. Sinclair can't recover that puck. Comes out of the zone. Gerard with it again in his own end. Over to Wilson. Wilson to Hickey. Hickey. hit off the puck. Fletcher coming in with it, and they're going to be offside. 6:07 left to go here in the third period. 1:28 left on the power play for the Wildcats, and they still lead 5-1. Off the draw, that puck shot down. Wilson. He moves that over to Hickey. Hickey gets it to Gerard. Gerard holding on to it. He goes to Wilson. Wilson controlling it now. His pass blocks. He gets it back, controlling. Wilson over to Gerard. Back across to Wilson. Over to Gerard. Gerard with it. In tight, and Stoddard can't put in the rebound there. 5:29 left to go in the third period. 51 seconds left on the power play for the Wildcats. Off the draw. Shot by Hood. That's going to miss the net. Fleming with it. In tight for Hanley. Shot from Hanley. Grabbed now by Fleming. Betts. Hood. Shot. Blocked there by Miller. Betts with it. Across to Fleming. Down low for Connolly to Hood. He scores. So, scoring that goal for the Wildcats with his second point of the night. First goal, number 21, Hunter Hood for Hood. That's going to be his 9th goal in the season and 23rd point. Getting the assist is going to be number 7, Isaac Connolly. First point of the game for Connolly. That's going to be his 16th assist and 24th point on the season. And for Fleming, that's his 3rd point of the game. First assist for Fleming. That's going to be his 10th assist and 23rd point on the season. McNeil to Dunn. Dunn slides it back down low for McNeil. He's holding on to it. Cuts back with it, still controlling it. Wheeling it up the side now. Here he goes. McNeil comes in, enters the zone, slides it up top. Shot there, and goal. Good shot for McLeod to score. That's going to make it a 6-2 game here for the Rush. 4:25 left in the game, and Morrison has to step off the ice. So that's going to be a goal there for number 11, Liam McLeod, assisted from number 89, Cohen McNeil. So for McLeod, that is going to be his second goal of the season, 3rd point. And for McNeil, that's going to be his 5th assist and 10th point in 6 games. Now, a little bit of a delay here as someone goes to serve the penalty. Wildcats back on the power play, it looks like. Last power play they scored. And that's going to be a 4-minute penalty on Morrison. So McIntyre in his own zone. He's going to lose control of it. Dunn will ice that puck. Seaman going back for it. Seaman grabs it. He gets slashed, still coming up with it. Coming the other way. Seaman in tight, going for the shot, and good save there by Hardy. And now Seaman's going to be leaving the game. It's getting really rough out here. And Wildcats, now they're down 3 players because Pei was injured coming into this game. The Wildcats only have 14 people on in their roster right now that can play. Wilson with it. Over to Hickey. Hickey to Gerard. Gerard to Wilson. Wilson slides it down low. Sent up top. Hickey over to Gerard. Back to Hickey. To Wilson. Shot going for a tip. Puck loose. Stoddard looking for a pass option. Up top for Hickey. Over to Gerard. Shot from Gerard. Rebound. Stoddard going after. Ava Sinclair. Shot hits a stick, goes up into the netting.
Goal for the Rush scored by number 88, Jacob Dunn, assisted by number 89, point of appeal. Time of goal, 15 minutes, 35 seconds.
88, 89. You put 11.
Off the draw. Battle for the puck comes up top. Over to Hood. Hood to Fleming. Move down low to Connolly. Good save by Hardy.
Number 4, James Morrison, 4 minutes for one contact. Time penalty, 4 minutes remaining.
And off the draw. Puck wrapped around the zone by the Rush. Hood stops it. Betts over to Fleming. Fleming down low for Connolly. Backdoor for Hood. And Hood scores again. So that's going to be another goal for Hood, assisted by number 7, Isaac Connolly, and number 72, Morgan Fleming. That's going to make it 7-2 Wildcats, and they're still in the power play for another 2 minutes. Shots right now, 64-18 for the Wildcats. And, yeah, they're just really bombarding the net. Off the draw, Kerrigan with it over to Hanley. It's Hanley coming up with it. I don't know if he got hooked or something just popped, but he is in some pain. He goes off the ice. Puck up to Fletcher now. Fletcher wheeling it. Coming in. Up top for Jesse Sinclair. Over to Kerrigan. Kerrigan to Sinclair. To Fletcher. Sinclair. Kerrigan. Sinclair. Fletcher. Kerrigan. Shot! And Knob saved by Hardy. Fletcher with it now. To Sinclair. Jesse Sinclair. To Kerrigan. To Sinclair. To Fletcher. It skips away from him. McIntyre trying to get it out. Fletcher holds on to it. And Fletcher getting held there, getting pinned. Puck doesn't come out of the zone. And Sinclair on it now. Sinclair to Kerrigan. Kerrigan back to Sinclair. Back over to Kerrigan. Then to Fletcher. And shot there by Wilson. Puck sent up top. Grabbed now by Fletcher. To Sinclair. To Kerrigan. To Sinclair. Shot there. Good save by Hardy. And Sinclair keeps it in. To Wilson. Gerard. Shot gets saved by Hardy. And puck comes to the net again. Fletcher looking for a shot. Shot off the back of the net there by Fletcher. Trying to throw it in front. battles for it. Puck gets shot around the zone, and that will come out. No icing as it's on net, and the Rush are penalty killing anyway. Hickey with it. Hickey to Gerard. Back to Hickey. Over to Hanley. Hanley with it. Hanley to Hickey. Hickey to Gerard. Gerard. Over to Hickey. Even strength now. Back to Gerard. Over to Hickey. Shot. Blocked by Amos Sinclair. Another shot. What a save on the play. Eric Hanley. Down low to Amos Sinclair. Trying to send it out, and Hickey gloves that down. Puck comes back into the zone. And that will basically be the game. 15 seconds left. Time winding down. Five seconds left. Puck behind the net. Hood going after it, and that will be all. Final score 7-2 for the Wildcats. Shots 67 to 18. So third star of the game with 1 goal and 1 assist. Number 22, Nate Betts. Second star of the game with 2 goals and 1 assist. Number 21, Hunter Hood. And first star of the game with 2 goals and 2 assists. Number 72, Morgan Fleming. I'm Alton Hood with Highland Sports. If you want to watch more of these teams play, they each have 2 games next week. Wildcats playing on Wednesday and Saturday. Rush playing 2 home games, 1 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, both against the Steel Subaru. Wildcats have games coming up against the Max in the week, so those should be good games. I'm Alton Hood with Highland Sports. Thanks